What is up, everyone? Happy Thursday. Today I'll be doing an original tag video with 5 of my fellow BookTube friends, and those friends are Joanna, Abby Salter, Ponderings of Pete, Kate from Love Story, and Lyra Bat. And yeah, this was all Joanna's idea, and all of us are dropping videos at this time, so I will link all their channels in the description. And basically the point of this 9-question tag video is we're all picking characters that would be part of our hero journey if we were in a fantasy book. So yes, 9 characters from 9 different series. Here we go. Question 1, Fantasy Twin. And for this, I picked Glokta from the First Law trilogy. I know this is like a very weird one because Glokta like tortures people and stuff, and I don't do that. But whenever he has like internal monologues and stuff, I just relate so much. Like whenever I have to walk upstairs, it's like, oh, come on, why do I have to walk upstairs? And I'm not even like crippled or anything, and Glokta like has difficulty with stairs because of his, injuries and disabilities. So that's one of the things I relate to. The other thing with Glokta that I relate even more to is his inner monologuing when he's talking to like important people. Like he'll be talking to like the assistant secretary to the treasurer of the king or whatever, and he'll just be like throwing so much shade in his head. He'll be like, oh, I wonder if your profits from your Apple sales will help from me torturing these random people. He just sees through all the baloney, and that's how I relate to Glokta. Second question, hero. Name a character you aspire to be like. By the way, the first 2 questions were the hardest for me, at least. But for this one, boom, Mistborn, the character Kelsier. I aspire to be like Kelsier, kind of, at least. I love his charisma, and I always wish I could be like more charismatic, like a better speaker or whatever. Hence why I started this channel to some extent, at least. And like, it's not like I'm gonna be like a revolutionary or anything, but it would feel good to be able to start a revolution if I wanted to start a revolution. Like, just to like have that ability. Like, that's cool. And to just like be a better leader and be better at bringing, people and groups and like different people together. Kelsier was always like so good at that. And he had a lot of downsides too and blah, blah, blah. But big fan of Kelsier. He is my hero. Number 3, champion. Name a character you would want to be your champion in a duel. This one, no doubt about it. Kaladin from Stormlight Archive. I feel like he's like the easiest answer for this one because Kaladin, he could be anyone's champion, right? And who wouldn't want Kaladin on their side? Like, I feel like he's very good under pressure too. So the more pressure I was under, the better Kaladin would be at being a champion, which is very important. And he's just skilled and talented. And I won't get into spoilers or anything, but like he does things that are impressive. So yeah, definitely Kaladin from Stormlight Archive. Unlikable character that you love to hate. Easy one for me, Cersei Lannister from Game of Thrones or A Song of Ice and Fire. Either the show or the books. I mean, she's very hateable in both, but I just love to hate her. She's so good at being hateable that you just have to love her. And it's just like a very weird dynamic. But yeah, Cersei Lannister. I think one of the first scenes we see Cersei in, she's like doing hateable things. Like, you'll know right away why I say this if you read Game of Thrones. Oh my god, she's just the worst. Number 5, name a character you would like to have a drink with. Who would be my tavern buddy? Well, at first I was like Adolin from Stormlight because he's cool, he knows everyone, etc., and like he treats people nicely and all good things. But I feel like he lacks a bit of fun. So that's why instead I went for Light Song from Warbreaker. This dude is hilarious. Like, everything out of his mouth is just sarcastic and funny, and just like at the end of a long day when I'm going to get a drink, like I don't need like all this serious nonsense that someone like Adolin or whoever brings to the table. I just want like the jokes, the memes, the Light Song. And this is kind of like weird because Lightsong, as he often reminds us in Warbreaker, he can't get drunk. So it would be weird to have a drink with him, but, you know, whatever. He kind of has like the jovialness of a drunk person. like a happy drunk person, and he likes to drink. So, I mean, it's not like I'm forcing him to do something that he doesn't want to do. But anyway, yes, light song, drinking buddy. Number 6, villain. Name a character that you wouldn't want to cross paths with. All right, for this one, definitely Andros Guile from the Lightbringer saga. And yeah, this one, super easy. Andros, he plays everyone. Like, I wouldn't even know how he's playing me if I met Andros Guile, but I would just know that I'm like getting screwed over in some way. And like, I would know that I'm being manipulated. So easiest way to deal with like a villain like that, just avoid them. Just pretend they don't exist. If they summon you, be like, huh, what? I didn't like hear or get the summons or like whatever. And just like act confused, act like an idiot. And yeah, hopefully just like leaves me alone. Number 7, mentor. Name a character you would want to learn from or have as a mentor. So for this one, I'm going with the Poppy War, and one of Rin's teachers is Jiang. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. I don't even know. But yes, this teacher kind of brings together like a lot of different concepts, like critical thinking, like logic, and then also adding like historical and spiritual context behind everything. And there's always like a reason, there's like a method to his madness about why you're learning what you're learning, or why Rin is learning what she's learning. And it feels like he's trying to teach you for the betterment of humanity rather than just to like teach you facts or something. And like, not to say facts aren't important in a mentor, but anyone can teach facts. You want like a little bit more, and you want to be able to like learn how to apply historical things to like what's going on. And yeah, I mean, that dude, I know he's like goofy and stuff and maybe not the best teacher, but I would like to have him as a mentor. Number 8, Samwise. Name a character who you could trust with your life. So the obvious answer is Sam from Lord of the Rings, so I'm not going to say that one. I'm going to go into the Prince of Thorns book, and Jorg is obviously evil. He's like just a super crazy man, but there's a method to his madness, but who Jorg trusts is this other morally gray road brother named Macon, I think. And yeah, Macon is great because, when you trust someone, there's like two kinds of things that you want. Sometimes you want the yes man, and Macon can definitely just take orders and just be like that guy who you can count on to just do what you want him to do, no questions asked. However, usually you don't want just like a puppet to control. Usually you want someone who can like help you think through things and make your ideas and thoughts better. And when Jorg consults with Macon, Macon's like very helpful, and Jorg can like very strongly lean on Macon to do like all the work if that's what Jorg needs. And Jorg trusts Macon to like make his own decisions that will help Jorg. And yeah, Macon's just like a trustworthy dude. Even though he's like morally gray, he doesn't like backstab or do anything like that. So yeah, Macon, 100% trust bridge with. And number 9, found family. If you could adopt one character, who would it be? So I feel like the obvious answer for this one is Harry Potter. So I will not go with the obvious answer again. I will go with, boom, Spensa from Skyward. And maybe it's because she's hot on my mind because I just read this recently. But there are multiple points in this book where I'm just like, wow, this is not ideal to be Spensa. And I feel like she could have used like a good home during this book. And like, she's never had French fries in her life. And I mean, come on, who hasn't had French fries? She's clearly a depraved child. We could just bring her, feed her French fries, and everything would be good, fine and dandy. I mean, that's what parenting is, right? Just feeding someone French fries. I don't know. I'm not a parent, so I mean, that seems about right, though. Anyway, that is everything. I had so much fun collaborating with my fellow booktubers, who again will all be linked, so check out their videos if you have not already. And I will tag 3 people. Oh man, we were all talking about who we were going to tag, and I totally forget who I was going to tag, but I will put their pictures here and their links in the description. That was the worst shout out ever. But yes, Everyone who I'm tagging has great channels, so check them out. And yeah, that's everything. Like, comment, subscribe, and see you guys next time.